myself a little. Ooh. Ain't nobody on here yet, but before I get on, I'll talk a little shit. I'm gonna talk a little shit before y'all get in here. I feel like the light ain't bright enough. Yeah, the light ain't bright enough. It's alright though. We gonna make it work. We gonna make it do what it do. We gonna make it do what it do, y'all. Sex, baby. Like this. Hey, Jerry Boo. How you doing? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Jerry? I ain't heard from you, mi amor. Hey, mi amor. I'm okay. And drinking and sipping my tea. I'm okay. See, I've been here 3 days in a row. It's given I'm spoiling y'all. I'm doing good, Jerry. I'm doing good. It's wind down Wednesdays, y'all. And we're going to get into some things today. We're going to talk our shit. I'm going to wait for some more people to get in here. Y'all remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Jerry, you should take this trip with me, Jerry. The voice is sending you, boo? Listen, Jerry, you should take this trip with me, boo. The voice is sending you. Hey, Amber, boo. How you doing? Let me sip my tea. We're going to get into some things today. It's wind down Wednesdays, and it's hump day. So happy Wednesday, y'all. Um, I hope y'all had a good day. I just came from Bible study. All praises be to the Most High. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Um, but yeah, man, what's up, y'all? What's going on? How y'all feeling? How you doing, Amber? Jerry told me he's doing good. So, how you doing? Tonight we talking about toxicity. You hear me? We talking about toxicity tonight. Toxicity in relationships, toxicity within ourselves, knowing that you toxic but fronting like you ain't. Shit like that. And y'all know I got the definition for you. The definition of toxicity is the quality of being toxic or poisonous. Mm. The quality of being very harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive or insidious way. So, we're going to get into some things, y'all. We're going to talk our shit. We're going to talk our shit. My first question for y'all in the audience is, you think you're toxic? Or you think you can be toxic? Because I'm going to keep it a stack with you now. Look, cat got your tongue? I'm looking down at my phone because we got some things. We got some shit we talking on here too. So yeah, y'all ain't got shit to say. I personally don't think I'm toxic. Um, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit to a certain extent, but not like oh no. Nah, I don't think so. I value peace too much. Um, have I ever done anything toxic? Yeah, I used to be very argumentative, going back and forth with people on some bullshit when it wasn't warranted or necessary, getting extra hype, you know, making a happy room a sad room type shit, changing the environment when you walk into some place, that type of thing. Yeah, I'll say I've been toxic once a while. No, ma'am, you are not. You gonna come on here and lie? No, ma'am, you are not. Ciao. Girl. Now I'm gonna piggyback off of yesterday because you said that you cheat for insurance purposes. Now, is that not toxic? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the memory working, Bookie. Yeah. You said you cheat for insurance purposes. Is that not toxic? Uh-huh. Look, left the room. You left the room. Did you leave? Somebody left. People who can't answer and speak their truth. That's all that is. That's all that is. Look, gone. Gone. Let me wait for some more of y'all to get in here. Some of my real ones. Some of my real ones. I'm waiting for some more of y'all to get in here. I really wasn't gonna come on today for real, but I was like, that's not toxic. That's not toxic. What is it? It's not? It's not. Oh. Y'all don't think cheating in general is a toxic trait? Y'all don't think it's a little toxic? You don't think arguing with your man is toxic? Too much? You don't think so? Don't y'all come on here and fucking lie. Don't come on here and lie. Y'all better come on here and tell the goddamn truth. And I'm gonna sip my tea while y'all gather y'all truths, cause y'all out here lying. The definition of toxic is a Dominican motherfucker. Got it. That got it. You might be right. You might be a little bit right. I ain't gonna hold you. hmm You might be right. That is hilarious. We like to control and protect. That's juicy. I don't think that's toxic. I think that's juicy. We mad jealous. No arguments don't mean toxic. If you argue too much, that's toxic. Yes, I definitely agree with that. I think that I think that playing fight too, like when you in a relationship with somebody and y'all playing fight, I think that's some toxic shit. Because why y'all doing that? We are adults. And now when somebody get hit for real, they gonna be mad. Hey Maya Table. We talking about toxicity, boo. And my first question was, are you toxic? They out here saying they not. They out here saying they not. Getting mad jealous too, I think that's toxic as well. I think that's very much toxic. But too many arguments, I think, is definitely toxic too. But I think letting shit slide for too long also can be toxic because that might cause you to blow up on a motherfucker. Well, he says you're not toxic. Yeah, you don't give problematic. You don't give problematic, Maite. I'm gonna give you that. You don't give problematic. You don't give problematic at all. Some you see some ladies, you be like, yeah, she a problematic ass bitch. Look at her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see a couple of bitches, you be like, this bitch problematic as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just walk in a room and cause trouble. Hey, Stardust Boo. We talking about toxicity tonight, okay? And my first question was, are you toxic? And everybody said they not. I said I'm not toxic, but I've done toxic shit. You feel me? Which I think we all may have done toxic shit. But I ain't gonna come up on here and lie, Jerry and Amber. As I sip my tea. Oh shit. I got some more shit for y'all too. I got another question for y'all. This was more like a virtual type of thing. I didn't write it down today, so y'all gotta, work with me. You know what I mean? Work with me. I think almost everyone has been toxic at a point in their life. At a point in time in their life. Absolutely. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I ain't gonna hold you. You came on here and you spit facts. Um, okay. Now, what up, Joey? Was popping? Is there a difference between an abusive relationship and a toxic relationship? What's up, Faye? What's going on, boo? I know I wasn't a saint either. I know I wasn't a saint either, Stardust. I ain't gonna hold you. I know I wasn't a saint in a lot of things. I was a saint in the last one though, not you know what I'm saying. Maybe not the other ones, but I done did some shit now. But would I say I'm toxic? No. What do y'all think? What's the difference? You think they go hand in hand? Very true, Joey. I agree. I think they go hand in hand as well. Abuse is toxic, but toxic doesn't have to be in the form of abuse, which I definitely agree because they go hand in hand, and there's no way the relationship is abusive and it's not toxic. There's no way. Yep, yep, it does, and it also it's also shit, you hit it right on the head. Nah, you can be toxic because of how detached you are emotionally, but I'm not emotionally abusing you. That's true. I agree with that as well because you can be detached emotionally. A lot of people are. A lot of people don't know how to show affection and how to love on niggas and shit like that, or just be a nice person. Some people are just naturally nasty people. You know what I'm saying? And that could be something that stems from their childhood and shit like that. That caused them to be a fucking toxic ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of any type of toxic that doesn't involve at least one of the aforementioned. I definitely agree with you. Oh man, you've never seen people. You saying how do you spiritually abuse someone? Have you ever seen them cult exposés and shit? They on Netflix like documentaries in which where the cult leader will use the Bible to like make people do like dumbass shit, bro. Like on some cult shit. It's many cults out there. That's what they use. The Church of Latter Day Saints had a couple, like all types of shit. But if you are detached emotionally, that can be emotional abuse for someone else. Very true. Very true. Because some people need that emotional attachment. You know what I'm saying? Some people need that. If I feel my partner is detached, that will affect me emotionally, mentally, and physically. Yeah, it's gonna fuck with me. It's gonna fuck with me. Joey said, I don't think so, Faye. How am I abusing you if I don't do something? Faye, your comment said, I see, but if you are detached emotionally, that can be emotional abuse for someone else. I see that. I don't, did you put anything else? YouTube can't block you. Why would they do that? They shouldn't. You see me reading my watch? Nah, what did you say, Faye? Because the last comment I see from you is, but if you are detached emotionally, that can be emotional abuse for someone else. That's the last thing I saw from you. If I feel my partner is detached, okay, we read that. I don't think so, Faye. How am I abusing you if I don't do something? Sounds like Kanye West Academy. Kanye West Academy was on that cult shit? Exactly, Faye. You're not intentionally abusing the person, but it is still abuse. I agree. I think perception is causing y'all to call something abuse. If I'm not doing something, it may affect you, but I'm not abusing you. You're just taking it that way. I definitely agree. I agree with that too, Joseph, because just because I'm not doing something, yeah, it doesn't mean I'm abusing you. I don't know. That goes into something way deeper, but let me look up abuse. Oh man, yeah, that goes into something way deeper. I ain't a psychiatrist now. I come on here and talk my shit with y'all. I don't know everything now. I know a little bit of shit, but not all that shit, okay? Y'all taking it far now. Abuse is to use to bad effect or for a bad purpose. Misuse. To treat a person or an animal with cruelty or violence, especially regularly or repeatedly. Ugh, I think Joey might be on to something. The improper use of something, that's a noun, and cruel and violent treatment of a person or animal, like a black eye and other signs of physical abuse. Mm, because Joey, you aren't available for me in ways that I need you to be, and over time, that can be emotionally abusive. Damn, she hit that shit on the head. Damn. Lack of something can be abuse just as much as doing something can be abuse. Yeah, yeah, I mean, shit, that's juicy. Y'all getting juicy in this motherfucker. That's what I wasn't even gonna come on here. Just like I can pretend to love you, but if you don't see it that way, you don't think it's actual love. Hmm. Apologies, Donda Academy. There was a big scandal about abuse up there. Wow. Again, exactly, Faye. I can't speak on that because a nigga can never think he about to beat my ass, period. But it doesn't have to be physical only because you can abuse someone emotionally, you can abuse them mentally, like verbally. Verbal abuse can be worse than physical abuse because that shit will have a long-term effect on you. You know what I'm saying? I know it might be easy for some people to not take people words so harshly and let it affect them that much. But if you're constantly battered, like verbally battered, like that's just what you're used to, and you can't fucking help it. Misuse can be abuse. Got it. Especially if it's been verbalized by your partner that they need it. Especially, I agree. I agree. If it's been verbalized by your partner that they need it and you're not giving it to them, I feel like it's more of a lack of it's more of a lack of emotional attachment than it is abuse. I don't think it goes that far to being abuse. So if I'm going to work every day and never getting recognized for my hard work and other people are getting promoted above me, I can't sit there and say my job is abusing me, taking advantage of me. Yes, you can. You see, now I'm like I'm with both of y'all. Word. Verbal abuse can be a trigger for some people. Absolutely. It absolutely can. Baby, the job abusing me and I gotta go because you're not gonna just do not do something over and over and over and expect me to stay and still give you the same version of myself. Period. Because I'm asking you what I need. I'm telling you what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that I'm doing a good job. I'm putting my best foot forward. You better motherfucking make sure I get that damn promotion. I feel the same way, Beans. A lack of something doesn't mean abuse. Yeah, I don't feel like it's abuse. I feel like just because we're lacking something emotionally and I've asked you for it, I think that you have an issue with comprehension, but I don't think that you are abusing me. I don't know, but shit, it's tough. It's juicy, right? Especially if they are damaged mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Some people are damaged that way. Ah, see, now you getting juicy. You getting in there, Kent. You getting in there, Stardust. Somehow. So if you're only feeding your child once a week, lacking, is that abuse? That's definitely abuse. But shit. Sips tea. I don't know what to tell y'all. So growing up, lack of parental. Oh yes, it is. Oh, hey. Oh, y'all getting juicy up in here. Lord have mercy. That's why I said it's not about that's why I said it's about perception. There are people that are actually being verbally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically abused, and they would probably laugh at someone's abuse. But that's physical abuse because they can't feed themselves. That's true. They can't feed themselves, but unjust or you missed this definition, Beanie. Unjust or corrupt practice, protection against fraud and abuse. I mean, it's looking like it might be abuse, Joey. That's negligence, which is a form of abuse. Yeah. So either way, it goes hand in hand. Well, what we set off rip, it definitely goes hand in hand. Um, why do you think people stay in toxic situations? Huh? They can't see a way out. They can't see a way out. Mm. Ray said they can't see a way out. That's all they know, and history repeats itself. Uh, like mother, like daughter is crazy. It's easy. It's easier to stay in a toxic situation, especially if you feel like you deserve it. Yes, that be the problem sometimes, and a lot of people don't address that. Sometimes people stay in shit because they think that that's what they deserve. When you deserve so much more, you got to get out of there. Say that again, friend. You don't deserve shit that ain't good for you, okay? Facts to that. Yep, I agree. I agree, man. Yep, some people definitely stay in situations and be like, yo, this is what I deserve. I don't deserve any better. And that's where you fucked up at. You thought off rip that you didn't deserve better. So if I'm toxic and I'm abusing you, are you abusing me by not putting me in my place? Oh, no, it's not. See, not physically abusing. I don't feel like. Oh, hi Danielle. Hey boo. Trauma bonds. Usually, both individuals have some type of trauma that they fully dealt with, that they haven't fully dealt with, so they bond in those toxic ways. Oh my goodness, yes, trauma bonds for real. Like, like when people be like twin flame too. Sometimes I feel like a twin flame ain't right. Like, first of all, a flame ain't right. Shit is hot. Faye said, and to be honest, it's all from our childhood, because if you grew up knowing not to take no ish from anyone, you'd never ever stay in those type of situations. Boom. Boom. You know what? I ain't pinned a message in a while. We're gonna go ahead and pin that one because that one ate. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love you too, boo. Is used because it can be any form of abuse. What can be any form of abuse, Joey? Trauma bonds? Trauma bonds for sure. You don't think you deserve better, so you stay with what you know, who you know, because you can handle it. That's a fact. That is absolutely a fact. You think I skipped yours? What did you say? Let me see. Right, and being emotionally detached is emotional abuse, because I can't be in a relationship and bond with myself. Facts. You can't be in a relation. It's like a double-edged sword with this. It's like a double-edged sword with this for real. Cause you can't. You can't. You definitely cannot. If I have to change to be with you, that's a form of emotional abuse too. Oh, that means compromising can be abuse too. Had to be a man. You see what you did there? That's some man shit you just did. Okay? You just did some man shit and flipped the whole shit to make it right in your eyes. No, no. You had me until that. You had me until that. Compromising isn't abuse, because true compromising is a decision you make for yourself to better a situation you are involved in. God damn, Faye eating your ass up, Joey. She eating your ass up. And that, oh, very true. Compromising isn't abuse. Yeah, it's not. Because if you really love someone, and you whether it's not even, it don't even gotta be a sexual relationship, or it could be a friendship. If you love someone and you gotta compromise for them, you got to. Sometimes you got to, but sometimes you don't have to. You know, not all the time. If it matters to you, you can. But if not, then it's it's very double edged, because we have to learn to coexist to make the relationship work. Yes, we do. We do have to learn to coexist to make the relationship work. But sometimes when you have to compromise too much, you got to hit the road. Because I'm not going to change myself completely to make you feel good about who you with. I'm going to say that again. I'm not going to change myself completely. I'll make a little change, but not completely, to make it benefit you. The fuck? The same way the child can't access food to feed itself is the same way I can't access your emotions myself. That's true. And I feel like When a man or woman or whoever, like when you're not emotionally available for someone, you should just let them know and keep it pushing, because I'm not going to keep pushing myself on you and giving you all this love and all this affection and being loyal to you and being honest with you and being 100 with you, and you can't even give me a fucking hug or something. Yeah, it's a decision I make for myself, but the idea didn't come from me. I'm changing to meet your expectations. And sometimes changing is, yeah. Y'all remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because sometimes, man, they got to change too. It can't just always be you. If you consider your own compromise abuse, then it's not sincere and not a true compromise. It depends on what you're compromising, though. We are constantly changing though, Joey. That's life. That that's what life do to you. Make you change. You ain't lying. Make you change the way you think. Make you change all types of shit. And that, sometimes it's good for you and it's not good for that person, because people are in your lives for a season or in a reason and a lesson. And you just got to find your tree people. You feel me? The ones that, not the ones that leave every season, not the branches that could break, but the people that are rooted in you. You heard? Um, you said what? I'm a poet. You like that shit? That, nah, man, I could have been, man. That shit was juicy. Don't play. Um, so when you are changing for people, it's because you are changing as a person. That's why you have to be honest with yourself about those changes and make sure you want to make those changes. Cause you gotta change for you. And you gotta, you gotta be better a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's when it backfires, because now you feel like I changed for you and you got nothing in return. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say that. Because if you make a change based upon somebody else, it's never going to succeed. And it's always going to be a failure.
Period.
Because you're not genuinely being your authentic self.
Period. What's up, Tyra? Hey, boo. We talking about toxicity and all types of shit. We done got into abuse. It's a lot of shit going on. Look up the definition for compromise. Wait. Hold on. Y'all typing so fast. Wait. Where we at? Okay, so that's why. Okay, a compromise is something acceptable to both sides. It backfired, and then the person resents you, which can come off as emotional abuse. I agree. Resentment can be a form of emotional abuse. And then Stardust said to look up the definition of compromise. I got you. My phone dying, dog. I got you. Compromise. Alright. You are not changing who you are. Both sides usually make adjustments to meet in the middle. But sometimes you make adjustments and then, you know what I'm saying? You make adjustments, and when the person is gone, you still keep those adjustments. So it's sort of a change. Um, okay, so compromise, an agreement or a settlement of a dispute that is reached by each side making concessions. Settle a dispute by mutual concession, accepts standards that are lower than is desirable. Ugh. Sound like compromise is bullshit to me. But we all have standards and boundaries, Star. If I compromise my boundaries to meet your expectations and I feel let down, if I leave after, I may feel abused. That's true. You may feel abused after you leave. Cause now I done changed who I am. I done did all types of shit. I done compromised. Compromise is not a good thing, I see. Jamal said the real question is, how do you make that change? You gotta want to make that change. It's not a lot of partying. We just getting into the nitty gritty, okay? We winding down today, Tyra. Yeah, we talking our shit. If being toxic, yep, if being toxic is the same as abuse. It sure does sound that way. I took less than just to have to keep it pushing. Ooh. If I deal with that trauma after you, then I was abused. Ooh. Hey. Well, who told you to compromise your boundaries, Joey? You should have been honest with yourself and realized that the changes the person wants you to make, that you don't want to make them for yourselves. And that's okay. Very much very true. You don't have to compromise your boundaries. But then that's when love comes into play. Cuz when you really love somebody, you don't give a fuck. You going to compromise for them. And that's okay too. And if you don't want to compromise for that person, that's also okay. Because from the looks of the definition of compromise, that ain't it. I knew it was make boo. I knew. Toxic is the same as abuse. In some shape or form, you are being drained, whether you realize it or not. You are being drained, or sometimes you could be the one doing the draining. Oh, so you doing the bending, huh? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be the one that's doing the draining. And often people who are toxic, they like, they can be narcissistic as well, you know. Usually it's both parties compromising, so more than likely, if it's a bad outcome, both of you are likely to feel that way. Very true. Both of you are likely to feel that way. Especially if you both are compromising and putting your all into it. And now you left and now it's like, damn, I feel like I was abused myself. Like I abused myself for allowing me to tolerate the kind of shit that I tolerated when I know I deserved way better. It's okay, but it can be perceived as I abused you because I didn't want to compromise or I wasn't always emotionally available. People say whatever about you, they do, and it's up to you not to give a fuck. People can say whatever the fuck they want about you, but guess what? You ain't got to give a fuck. Fuck them niggas. Listen, people get hurt every day, and that's when you realize who is worth it. Okay? That's all it comes down to. Who is worth me changing myself for? I'm changing because at the end of the day, it's me that I'm changing me for you. When I should be changing me for me, but maybe the change that I'm making for you is good for me in the sense, but it might also not be good for me. Toxic has three definitions: poison, very harmful, or in finance, toxic debt. Yeah, it does, but we also looked up toxicity too. That's what I was saying, because my original question has something to do. The episode was about, you know, toxicity. You feel me? Yo, we outside and I'm sipping my tea on this shit too, because we outside. This the little cup is giving me it's giving me courage. It's giving me this my liquid courage. That's not abuse, Joey, because if I say I don't like something, I ask you to change. You don't want to compromise and you tell me you don't, then I should take it upon myself to leave. Point blank period. You not trying to compromise. You don't want to compromise. Why should I stick around? Why? I done tried. I done spoke to you. It all comes down to comprehension. It all comes down to comprehension. Because we can communicate, okay? We can compromise. But if you cannot comprehend, I can't fucking help you. If you can't comprehend, I can't change. Okay? It's the four C's, okay? What was the first one, y'all? You know my mind don't be working all the time. I'm just kidding. Um, what if you're asking me to change for a toxic reason? You may think it's about emotional availability, but you're clingy and you don't know it, or you hurt, or you hurt from your past and you're pushing it on me. A lot of a lot of people leave one relationship hurt and get into another one and bring that same bullshit into the new relationship and wondering why every relationship you get in don't work. Sometimes, actually, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Faye told me this. Faye told me this. After I got out of a relationship, Faye told me, listen, you should date yourself for 6 months. Buy yourself flowers. Take yourself out. Do that shit. I did it for myself. It was the greatest shit I ever did. I took that advice. I ain't gonna hold you. If you can't comprehend, I can't compromise. I'm sorry. So Joey, communicate that. And if she don't get it, then you are now being abused and you should leave. Because I'm not paying for your past issues. Fix that first, then find me. Period. Ray said hello. As adults, all we can do is lay our cards on the table, be honest, and let people make a decision based on honesty. If there's a lack of something, I don't have everything I need to make an honest decision. Period. Period. Or they pass the same toxic traits down to their kids. All right, Jamal, talk that shit. The same fucking traits down to their kids. Even in dating, okay? The same shit. You done seen your moms and your dads do some shit, now you doing the same shit. It, yeah. I love Chris Brown, but Chris Brown watched his mama get beat and he beat a bitch ass, ain't it? I love Chris Brown. I'm sorry. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. She spit on him. That's what they say. Somebody spit on anybody in this watching this live right now, whether it be an old lady, an old man, or an infant. You beating their ass. Dusting their ass off. I understand, Star. I understand, Star. But if we lay our cards on the table and move on, don't call me toxic because I didn't do what you want. We adults and we moved on. Don't badmouth me and say I'm toxic. I mean, I can agree with that. I can agree with that because you definitely don't have to compromise with everybody. And if you put your cards on the table and they're not good with it, fucking take your cards, put it in your baggage, and slide that bitch out the door. Okay? My cards back in my deck, and I'm getting my yep. Hello. Hello to the next player. Putting the cards in the deck and going to the next player. You hear me? Cha fucking ching. Oh shit, we all got toxic traits in someone's eyes. Facts. Facts. I'm not toxic. I'm having this conversation. What? Bitch, please. We def we def believe, Joey, if we forgive someone for whatever reason, then we should no longer hold it against them. Move on. Move on. You can't forgive somebody and keep and bring it back. Once you moved on, you moved on because people gotta deal with their conscience. People gotta deal with their own fucking conscience anyway. For you to tell them you forgive them and constantly bringing up that what they did or whatever the fuck it was, you think they ain't beating themselves up about it? Some people may not, but some people do. That's where abuse and toxicity comes in. If you're detached, you're not communicating. The person doesn't even know what's going on or what to fix. Yep. And you have to communicate. You have to communicate. I was good for the silence. Oh, you pissed me off. I'm silent. I'm not speaking to you for days. and then you have to speak, and then when you speak you still got to talk about it. So it's like, what the fuck? Let's just talk about it right now. Let's just talk about it right now. And that's why I feel I'm not toxic, because I didn't do something. If you can just leave me if you want, because I didn't do something. If you can just leave me if you want. I mean, people can just leave if they want to. They don't have to give you a reason. Shit. If it be fucking moms that give birth and drop their baby off right in front of the fucking fire department. They don't give a fuck. They dip. So people can leave whenever they want. If a mother could drop a baby off at the fire department or a church, you know, and if a father could never show up, you don't got you can never expect people to stick around forever. You can't. Adding salt to the wound. It's not toxic that I'm not toxic. I wrote that wrong. Oh, it's not toxic. I was gonna say, I mean, everybody got a little, like you said earlier. Everybody seems toxic to, someone else. But people use the cold shoulder as a tactic. You may not want to leave me, but you want to punish me. That's abuse right there. You don't want to leave me. That's manipulation too. That's manipulation. That's abuse. That's, yeah, nigga, fuck you. Okay? Depending on your perspective, you can feel like it was deserved. Don't nobody deserve to be punished, because in your eyes, if it's punished, if you feel like you're being punished, right? Let's just say you come to me and you explain to me and I see it too as punishment. That means that you are right, ain't it? Cold shoulders is the worst thing ever, because who you think is a child? And I promise you, my shoulder will be colder. You'll never hear from me again. Yeah, son. Cold shoulder, that should be crazy. And I hate oh, that's how you being, so I'm gonna be like that too type of person. I feel like that's that tit for tat shit, or
Childish.
or you not you mad, you not talking, I'm mad, I'm not talking. You got an attitude, well I got an attitude too. Like, what the fuck?
Grow up.
If both parties agree to move on from something and it keeps being brought up, that's a form of abuse. You're weaponizing their mistake mentally and emotionally, using it to beat them. You ain't motherfucking lying. You're weaponizing their mistake. Ain't nothing like when somebody weaponizes something that you have done wrong and they just keep stabbing you with the shit you did. Like, you think I don't gotta, you don't think I fucking know? She's spitting facts like a motherfucker. We just talked about punishing, punishing cheating and cheating yesterday. Adults who ignore adults on purpose because they can't open their boosh. Their boosh bave and say what's their issue is Lord, lol, that's not nice. Yeah, like, I used to do that, yo. I used to do that. I'm not gonna say shit to you. Fuck you, man. Stardust, that is very well said. I think we're gonna have to pin that one too. Yeah, because I just be quiet like a motherfucker, man. You know, and it's like, you know, that shit juicy. Ray talking about she not in this conversation because she ain't toxic. Bitch, we just need opinions. I feel like it's all a matter of perspective. There are very few definite forms of abuse, especially when you already have abuse categories. I mean, yeah, but I feel like, we in a new society. We not in the same society. In this new society, you can't say certain things. You can't
Everybody too damn sensitive.
Everybody too sensitive.
Like cancel.
It's cancel city. Like, it's a lot of shit, man. And it's like, oh, she said, don't you get on that phone. Oh, man. Tyra was texting me. I feel like it's all a matter. Okay, we said that. That's why be honest with who you are and what you can deal with and proceed with honesty. Be honest from the jump. I used to lie to people and tell them I don't smoke. Then I show up to the spot smelling like a bag of weed. They're like, yo, what happened? It was my homegirl that gave me a ride and she was smoking in the car. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lied. The laugh immediately. Yeah. Worst lie ever. Telling you don't smoke. Your fingertips smell like smoke. You got a little bit of brown on this nail because you holding the clip. Like, crazy shit. But now, shit. I think the older you get, the more honest you get. Like, at this point, it's like, what am I lying for? What the fuck am I lying for? I agree, but sometimes it can depend on the situation. If, for example, you just discovered your partner cheated, you're going to need some time to process. You may be more quiet and more distant. Yes, that is true. But I'm leaving you. Yeah, I'm out of here. And I said this yesterday. It's not something I could forgive. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm out. Ray is taking me out in the back. The lie to cover up the lie, shaking my head. How you gonna keep lying for no reason? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, yeah, so yeah, just kept shit. Not no more though. You can't hurt someone and tell them how to heal from it. Ooh, shit. There also needs to be a time limit on how long the forgiveness takes. I don't think there has to be a time limit on forgiveness. I think that whenever you are able to forgive and ready to forgive, that's when you are ready to do it. You feel me? I can't forgive you. Like, I can't forgive you on your terms. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to forgive you on my terms because you did something wrong to me. You did, yeah, you did me dirty. Why would I? What the fuck? Ray taking me out. I leave too, but not everyone does. I'm telling you, Joey, please, okay? The grannies that's been married for 50, 60 years is only because they was able to handle the abuse. That's only because they was able to handle the abuse. They stayed around and took the double families. They stayed around and took a couple slaps here and there. They stayed around for a whole bunch of bullshit and think that we gonna grow up and do the same shit. You got me fucked up. I'm not gonna stay with this nigga that got all these motherfucking babies on the side. Fuck out of here. Women back then did not have their own source, their own money. They depended on their husband, which is why they would deal with whatever came with it to maintain a lifestyle. I said this yesterday. Yes, I said this yesterday. This is also a form of toxicity. You staying with somebody. You staying with somebody because you can't make it. In the world we living in right now, it's a if you do not have two forms of income, you gonna have to run right to the shelter because you ain't gonna be able to have any place to stay if you do not have two forms of income. And that's why a lot of people are staying with people because of financial security. And that's what the older women used to do back in the day. They stayed with these men no matter what they did and endured any type of emotional abuse because of financial stability. Can I get an amen? Amen. Send me your grit money. I'm just playing. Let me see what they said. Thank you, friend. My friend gave me the amen. If you chose to forgive them, I know, Faye. I'm not saying they weren't abused, but we need to understand you're going to get some form of abuse. Damn. Unless the person is okay with being alone. What Doja Cat said is so crazy. I'm not scared to be alone. Listen, you was born by yourself, you're gonna die by yourself. It don't matter if you marry your soulmate and y'all live till y'all 100 years old. If you die right now and she die 2 minutes later, y'all did not die together. Twins do not die together. You gotta be okay with being alone. And then once you're okay with being alone, then you can master other shit, getting with other people and doing other shit. Okay, you hear me? Okay, now, yes, but even criminals get out of prison at some time. Even they get time served. Hello, a lot of them didn't have a choice because they heavily depended on men. Okay, no, I don't need to understand that I'm going to get a form of abuse. I need to understand that I'll find someone that I can be myself with and will accept me the same way I'll accept them for who they are. Faye, you talking that shit. You hear me? Because if you can't accept me, hit the road, Jack. And as I am. Mary knew what she was talking about. I don't know if it's because I'm young or something, but wait, Tyra, not you trying to come for us. I don't know if it's because I'm young or something, but I don't agree that we have to experience abuse. We do not have to experience abuse at all. At all. At all. And if you sense that you're getting any form of abuse, whether it be verbal, physical, mental, shit, any type, get the fuck on. And I hope you can find that Faye. She will. I'm not ever, ever, ever again gonna tell myself me being mistreated comes with me being with someone. No matter how big or small the mistreatment is, you better not motherfucking mistreat me because I don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I don't deserve it. Especially if I'm giving you my all and I'm being good to you. I do not deserve it. Facts. I'm so tired of society, especially black women.
Damn.
Why do we have to receive abuse first before love and be okay with it? Oh, he loved me. It's okay. He loved me. Nigga don't even love himself because if he did, he wouldn't fucking do no fuck shit.
That's why we gotta start asking what's good. What type of childhood?
Amen. Todd's in the envelope. Okay. I should be able to find someone who can respect me during our downs, during up and downs, or y'all downs together. You know, some people can't. Some people can't. Like they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And and if you want me to be honest, that quote don't make no motherfucking sense. Cause if you're so tough, why are you going?
Where are you?
Where are you going? And what was the reason? You wasn't strong enough to handle it. You'll never be strong enough to handle it. Pressure bucks, pressure bust pipes, but pressure also make diamonds. You need to decide what you want to be, a pipe or a diamond. Yes, everyone forgives when they're ready at the same time. If forgiveness takes 2 years, that person doesn't have to stick around waiting for it. Fuck no. But when you finally forgive after them 2 years, don't think you can spin the block. First of all, I don't even believe in spinning the block. My mama always told me an X is an X for a reason. When you exit, you do not go back in the exit. You go into the entrance. Okay? Stop playing. It doesn't have to be before you find love, but we not perfect. Someone isn't always gonna like what you do, and you're gonna say move on, but we only have so much time on this planet. We only have so much time on this planet, and that is why you should move on. Cause time ain't promised to no man. That's the only thing you can't get back. You don't want to waste your time compromising and changing for someone who doesn't love you, or who doesn't deserve your love. Okay? Don't make me get Ilyana Van Zant up in this motherfucker, okay? They can respect you and it can still what? It can still what? I'm on this earth to be surrounded by love no matter how many times I got to leave someone and start over. Period. It's not happening. Okay? If we got to do a redo and keep redoing and keep redoing, we going to keep redoing. That's what life is about anyway. You said in life, you fuck up and start over 3 times at least. Shit, I think I'm on go 3. I hope this is the last one. How long is one supposed to deal with the silent treatment and cold shoulder while waiting for forgiveness?
That's like a day, okay?
Not a day. Like I said, there should be a time limit. There should be a time limit. But
some people drag that shit out.
yeah, some people just be on some bullshit. Like, yeah. Oh, obsidian. Oh, you want to be obsidian? That's juicy. Come off as abuse based on your perception. From a young age, we were taught if a boy hits us, it's because he likes us. Wrong. If he hits us, it's abuse. Wait, it's abuse. Laughing my ass off. I don't care if he's 5 or 35. Don't fucking hit me. Exactly, Bean. Don't say you strong, but tell me you're not dealing with something. We go through ups and downs, and depending on how invested you are, it's not as easy as saying I'm out. Hold on. Wait, hold on. That's why it's called the honeymoon phase. Jamal said, I want to be obsidian. That's why it's called a honeymoon phase. Shit ain't always easy, and it's easy to consider something abuse. That's true. I mean, but nobody wants to deal with the honeymoon phase. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Hold on. Joey, see how you said we only get so much time on this planet? So now why would I deal with abuse? Why should someone stay somewhere if it isn't good for them? Talk that shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Put him on the phone. I gotta tell him happy birthday. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Happy birthday, Cardi.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cardi. We love you. Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome. Look at him, Ray. Oh.
Happy birthday.
Okay. I'm sorry. I ain't need to do that. The big 11, okay? You don't be 11 every day now, okay? Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna call Cardi back. Oh, it's the same thing. Um, mm-hmm. Someone stay somewhere isn't good for them. Nah, Miami. I think I understand where Joey is coming from. You're saying we're imperfect beings and some form of abuse is inevitable. Something in their action or lack of can be interpreted as abuse. Fuck. Y'all on some psychology, sociology shit up in here. And I fucking agree with that. Because you're going to get abuse from everyone. Friends abuse your kindness, family abuse your connections, jobs abuse your need for money. You keep walking away, then you'll have nothing to stand on. Ooh.
Okay, we a backbone.
You ain't lying. If you're given the silent treatment or cold shoulder, I need you to tighten up. I can't read your mind or force you to speak. Holding it in does nothing for you or me. That's what I'm saying. You gotta communicate. You gotta communicate. Communication is key, but comprehension opens the door. Do you hear me? Because you can communicate all the fuck you want, but if you cannot comprehend what I'm trying to communicate to you,
do you understand the words?
exactly. I understand what Joan is saying, which is true. That's all I'm saying, Star. Just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, in the eye of the beholder, it's all about how you take it. That's true too. Our relationships, whether personal, professional, or romantic, will involve being abused at some point and will require some type of forgiveness. So it's like with all the toxicity and abuse, you have to find it within you to forgive. What's up, player? Jeez, that hurts. Stardust, I think there should be a time limit because I think there should be a time limit, but I do believe you don't have to wait around waiting to be forgiven. You forgive for yourself mainly. Forgive yourself and move on or without the person, period. Because if you dragging it by forgiving me, fuck you.
Okay.
Because I said sorry. I well, somebody once said to me, I said, I'm sorry. And their response was, I know you are, and I apologize. So if I apologize to you, because you could tell somebody sorry all day and it could be pure bullshit. But if I apologize to you from the bottom of my heart and it's taking you forever and ever and ever and ever to forgive me, fuck you and put the apology in a little piece of paper, roll it up. You can either make it a blunt and smoke it or you can shove it up your ass.
What happened if the apology is not authentic? They just saying just to shut you up.
You know when apology is authentic and you know when it ain't.
Niggas say sorry all the time.
Niggas say sorry all the time, but I told you what my mom said. Niggas only cry when they pull up. They go to the bathroom. They know they about to give you some bullshit. They pull a nose hair and come cry to you. That's all. I have my own 2 feet to stand on because I'll know I'll make a decision for myself to leave or move on from a situation that doesn't serve me. Period. 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 Because if it don't serve me, I gotta go. Okay. Not only not only forgiveness, Star, but growth too. When a kid doesn't do what they're supposed to do and they get whooped, they holler abuse. But I'm trying to teach you a lesson. It's not the same in a relationship, though. Definitely not. Because you're not going to put your hands on me and think you're teaching me a lesson. Now, with a child, you could do that all day long, but you're not going to use your strong hand on me because I'm going to call the strong police. I'm not saying abuse is mandatory. I'm saying it's likely to happen depending on how you view on your view of things. That's why Granny made it work because there are worse things. I mean, there are worse things, but mental health is so important. So important. Somebody could smile with you every day, but deep down inside they want to jump off a fucking bridge. Okay? Check on your strong friends. Okay? These people could laugh with you all fucking day long and in all actuality they fucking dying inside. It doesn't have to be worse. Things can be worse, but it don't have to be. Shit. We got to stray from that it could be worse shit. We got to realize that it could be better. Fuck that. Um Continuous abuse, no attempt to change, and repeated offenders, just like in the real world, get life with parole. Like Faye said, you leave. Yep. But if the relationship is only about how it serves you, then you may be emotionally abusing someone. Men don't require much emotional attention, so it's harder for us to understand how to meet it. I agree. I'm not saying with no one how isn't putting effort in. I'm not staying with no one who isn't putting effort in, but I'm not running because my feelings were hurt or the compromise feels lopsided. I told you compromise is not a good thing. I read the definition to you. Compromise is not a good thing. Change. We're going to say change. because compromising is not so great because you're like, you know what I'm saying, you're giving up a part of yourself to compromise. When why the fuck should I have to do that? And you can't really, you really, yes, yes, Stardust, I definitely agree. You can't really grow without forgiveness. You gotta forgive. You got to. You got to, and you can't let that shit linger. You gotta forgive and move on. But don't forget, because when you forget, that's when you become a victim, because it's gonna happen to you again. And you don't want that. You don't require much emotional attention because you don't want to. How long will men keep blaming? You don't require much emotional attention. It could be because you didn't receive it as much as you needed to. You might need emotional attention. That's what men might need. But y'all think that y'all don't need it because society has taught y'all not to be emotional creatures when it's okay. You're a fucking human. Society is why, you see? Society is why they are emotionally unavailable. You got to change that shit. Not even grow up, grow. Grow as a person, as a man. You think being emotionally detached is benefiting you? It ain't. It ain't. It's not about society. It's about where you are in life. If I'm used to it, I'm used to it. But you can break a habit in 30 days. You can break a habit in no. You can break a habit in 17 days and start a new one in 30. It's just something that's embedded in your head. That's what it is. Now I don't know how you get rid of the embedment, if that's a word, but I know that you can change habits. It could also be said based on the cheating example I gave earlier. If someone cheats, the consequences such as the cold shoulder, time apart, distance, distancing yourself is also used to teach a lesson. It's used to taught a lesson, but I mean, what with your significant other, should you be teaching lessons? I don't think you should teach like someone you love a lesson.
Okay. Mhm.
No, I don't think so. I feel like you teach children lessons or people who, I don't think you should teach. Men be so proud and loud to say they don't require emotional attention. Okay, we said that. I didn't say we didn't need it. I'm saying we don't need it as much. But if a man is saying he needs more emotional connection and he's called soft even by his own family, then what? Then get away from them. Eventually, you have to get away from your family. Get away from them. If they think that you wanting emotional attention or to get a pedicure or some shit fucking weird, get away from them. Get away from them. In life, you have to live for you and live, and you know what I'm saying, and be happy with yourself and what you like. After a certain age, I feel like we should stop worried being worried about what our our family's perception of shit. Fuck that.
Fuck them.
Fuck. Y'all heard Ray. Ray said fuck that and fuck them because they didn't give a fuck when they was doing what they was doing. So why should we give a fuck when we got our own lives to live? We got our own bills to pay. We got all this shit that we got to deal with. Why the fuck do we have to worry about their perception or their actions and what the fuck they did? Nah, fuck that. Addicts are used to drugs, which is much harder to overcome, yet many do. I seen a bitch fight a heroin addiction. Bitch was scratching and everything. But she got over that shit in 30 days. But right when she got out of jail, she went back and hit that motherfucker.
You were longing for
You
it.
gotta keep
Fucking
it in
ice.
society because they won't let it go either. Even saying grow as a man makes me emotionally detached. We rather not deal with it. It's true, I agree, grow. You know how good it feels to grow, bro? When you finally like becoming who you're destined to be, growing and changing, it's only changing you into who you're truly supposed to be. You might think it's for someone else, you might think that someone else is going to benefit, but at the end of the day, it's you becoming who you're supposed to be, because everything happens for a reason. You feel me? Okay. Then he should stand up for himself and express to people around him, being connected with my emotional side benefits me more than being disconnected. Okay? Period. And if they can't respect your boundaries, then you can make the decision to stop messing around with people. Keep living this life trying to please everyone else but yourself. Before you know it, your whole life passed and you'll realize you were never really happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, Faye. Come on now. Come on now. Imagine living your whole entire life and being like, oh shit, I wasn't happy the whole fucking time. Nah, nah, absolutely not. Mm-mm. You can't be used to that if you're verbalizing that you need it. Yup. If you're verbalizing that you need it, go after it. Get it. You can. Manifest it. Shit. Pray on it. It's not just family, it's everyone. Even the person you're dealing with. Men hear how women speak about men and detach emotions so they can still have their needs met. Hmm. It's not just family, it's everyone. Even the people you deal with. Men hear how women speak about men and detach emotions so that so they can still have their needs met. And that's the thing. Are you sure it's needs or is it wants? Is it needs or wants? Instead of detaching, he should go find a person to deal with who embrace the fact that he's emotionally aware of with himself. Do you know how much a bitch love a man who know himself and is okay with himself and like happy within himself and knows what he wants in life? There are people that you will meet that is not willing to shit. Huh? Oh, nah. There are people that are like not willing to change or compromise anything about themselves. Like you'll meet somebody and they'll tell you straight off rip, yeah, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, and I'm not compromising. And then it's like, exactly, I'm gonna head out. And if there's one thing you'll never get back is time. I said that, Faye. Keep wasting time on the wrong people, family, friends, co-workers, whoever. Keep wasting your good old time. Go ahead and see what it's gonna get you. Nothing but gray hairs and depression. There should never be a time where someone encourages another to grow and it triggers them to detach. Period. It just sounds like they don't want to make the effort. Like, come on. If he's detaching to have his needs met, then he's not having his needs met. I mean, we have different needs, and me knowing myself can still be seen as bad if I know I don't need emotional attention beyond my limit. How can it be seen as bad if you know you don't need emotional attention? You know you don't need it, so if you know you don't need it, then you don't fucking need it. Shit, ain't no need to go back and forth with nobody. You know you don't need it, and that's it. Now, if they can't understand that, that's on them because you have stated that you don't need it. How do you encourage a man to grow without it being associated with what another person wants. Man, you motivate him to do things he don't usually do. You help him figure out shit. Something, something. You help them. You have to. As women, we are natural nurturers anyway. So we gonna nurture you till you figure out what the fuck you want to do, and we gonna stick beside him.
Nurturing a grown ass man.
Regine says she ain't nurturing no grown ass man. Joey, people should not hide who they really are. Actually, that's scary as fuck to me. You'll continue to portray to be someone else. Why? So your needs can be met? For real. And most of the time when people are saying talking about needs being met, it ain't nothing but sexual needs. Okay? Sacrifice ain't worth it at all. I ain't gonna hold you. Based on his needs, level of maturity, level of comprehension, regardless of whether it's something he needs or not. I'm telling you, listen, the sacrifice ain't worth it. The sacrifice is not worth it. It's not. It's not worth it at all. And yeah, uh, run, run.
It was a cute little cup.
Oh yeah, I love it. My little Mexican cup. I'm on my Arikiki tonight. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Straight from Tulum. Like I can't be who I am because I don't need any emotional attachment beyond my partner's needs. I spend time with her and she gives me space, so now I'm emotionally detached. Uh, you're not emotionally detached if you don't need a lot of emotional attachment. You're not. If what you have is what you need, then you good. But if she needs more and you're not willing to compromise, then you got to make haste and get the fuck on. Make haste, man. If you are emotionally secure in where you are, then continue. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I don't need a lot, but it's coming off like I'm hiding myself. If you don't need a lot, you ain't hiding shit. You are secure in the emotions that you are receiving. So you don't need to compromise. You don't need to do shit because you good where you at with what you got. But if you ever feel that you have to compromise or or be more emotionally attached, then detach yourself. Is that's all we saying. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, man. Time is precious. Time is precious. And talking about time, I've been on here for an hour and 23 minutes. Y'all not tired? I know, Faye. I know that. What time is it where you at, Faye? Faye, drop the time in because I know you. What you like 7 hours ahead? London. Where you at? You like 7 hours ahead or something, ain't it? I know it's 11:30 by y'all. It's 10:30 over here. But shout out to y'all, man. This was a great episode. We got into some things, man. I feel like I'm spoiling y'all. I done gave y'all 3 episodes this week. Sips tea. I done gave y'all 3 episodes this week. Um, Tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday. I don't know. I might put back up. We might have to continue this one because this one was good. And I didn't even ask y'all all the questions. This one was real good. We might have to run this back. We might have to rewind this. Yeah, we might have to do a part 2 with toxicity tomorrow. This shit was real juicy. But I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quote of the day. If y'all have anything to say, I'll extend it an extra 5 minutes? Because in 5 minutes it'll be an hour and a half. Last and final comments and final thoughts, before we skedaddle. Ain't nobody saying nothing. You got any final thoughts, Jerry Springer? Remember Jerry Springer used to have final thought every time the show ended.
Damn, that man did.
Yo, not you spent. What you mean you spent, Joey? I love you too, man. What you mean you spent, G's? This was good banter, man. This was really good. This was really good. We're gonna run it back tomorrow. We might come back on a lighter note. I don't know. But we gonna spin the block tomorrow, man. Shout out to y'all pulling up. Cause we outside on Friday. So I'm not gonna be here on Friday. I'm gonna be here on tomorrow. Shout out to y'all pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. The quote of the day is, I'll be the only dude on here. For the most part, but you be holding it down, Joey. You be holding it down.
Real.
Yo, Joey says shit is heavy. Yo, Joey, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Carrying the load.
You're not carrying no load. You ate tonight.
Oh yeah.
And there were there was Jamal was in here. He was talking his shit too.
Oh my God.
He was talking his shit too. But it's always us women in here, most of the majority, because we like to talk shit. But you held your own. He definitely said 3 words. You held your own, Joey. You held your own. You feel me? All opinions expressed are what are they're welcomed. All opinions expressed are welcome. So whatever you say, however you feel, it's all right, man. This is a safe space for us to talk our shit. You hear me? So the quote of the day is, and you know what? I appreciate you, Joey. The quote of the day is, ego is probably one of the biggest poisons we can have. It's toxic to any environment. Do you hear me? You can be who you are and still compromise and communicate with your partner. There's a happy middle where both parties can have needs and wants met. Point blank, period. Stardust. Okay? Point blank fucking period. We ate with that. We ate with this whole episode, okay? All right? I'm going to give y'all a quote one more time. Ego is probably one of the biggest poisons that we can have. It's toxic to any environment. So, y'all remember, man, your ego is really what causes toxicity. Okay? Treat people the way you want to be treated. If you don't want to compromise, don't fucking compromise. If you don't want to change, don't fucking change. If you need a hug, get a fucking hug. But just know that this is a safe place for us. All right? Peace to the peace police, all right? You did a great job, Joey. All right, we're not judging you. We love you.
No judgment zone.
It's a safe place. Peace to the peace police. And I don't know who y'all thought I was, but this is who I am. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Thirsty Thursdays. Y'all let me know what y'all wanna talk about, man. We get yeah, y'all send me some info on Instagram. I love you guys, man. Y'all have a great night. Love and light to you too, Stardust. Bye, you. This was so great. I enjoyed this. Wasn't this good?